Welcome, everybody, back to another episode of Dahm. That's true. You pointed the wrong. Oh, you switched it right at the last time. At first, you were saying Dahm and had it pointed at me, and I was like, wait a minute.
No.
You did.
No. That's false. Fake news.
Nope. The audio viewers will never know.
This post
And the
was
visual
certified
listeners
false
just saw it.
by True American Patriots.
Okay.
Have you not seen that meme?
No.
It's a picture of Donald Trump sitting down with his hands crossed like he's like the Thanos, right?
Oh,
And it's like, this post was certified true by real American Patriots. So basically,
It's wrong.
it's used under every single time someone posts something that's obviously like that's obviously a joke fact. It's like, fun fact, if you jiggle your door handle 5 times, I'll come to your house and beat the shit out of you. It's like, this post was certified true.
Weird.
All that to say, welcome to the sports podcast.
Yes, welcome into Dawn. That's true, baby. We are breaking down the second half of the Chiefs' schedule. That's right. We did the first half already. I think we decided on 6-2. Can we agree on that?
Yeah, that sounds right.
We're gonna get through the other 9 games.
I hate the 17-game season so much, but I did enjoy the last 2 games of last year's season. So
Yes,
because one of them was that Chargers game, second to last one, right?
I think so. That's
When we watched overtime and dipped out of there to watch a movie.
go watch Spider-Man, the Spoodermans. Yes, yes. But yeah, so we've got the other 9 games to break down, and then we also are introducing a new segment, betting term of the week.
Okay.
That's right. Hell, we were even talking betting terms literally right before we went live, or right before the show started.
It's true.
And I think we're gonna cover that betting term that I used.
Oh, we're also going to start doing the other thing weekly?
Yes. We're going to have a weekly bet between me and you. We're just going to place a random bet. We'll tweet it out or put it out.
Oh, I was talking about the other thing that's daily.
Oh, the Weddle?
Yes.
We're going to start doing the Weddle on stream also, but not this week because I already did the Weddle.
But Truman, what is the Weddle?
The Weddle is like Wordle, but NFL players.
Gotcha.
So we're going to just show people how much we don't know NFL players.
Current NFL players.
You know who'd be really helpful to have on that game?
Yeah.
Friend of the show, Evan Shanlak.
Oh,
honestly?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Evan would be...
He's
Evan's so good at
just
niche micro knowledge of what do you mean? What the hell, Evan?
Yes. Yes.
I know that about backups. Backup quarterbacks. I'm good on backup quarterbacks, but that's...
Absolutely.
Backup wide receivers?
Yeah.
No.
Crazy.
No way.
Yes. So, welcome everybody back into another episode. Dom, that's true. We kind of just ran through everything. Let's get it started with a quick little tidbit about the NHL. Owen, again, as you guys know, when the Islanders are good, this in the offseason turns into a hockey podcast.
Yep.
But as you guys have noticed, we kind of just kept talking about the Chiefs because the Islanders didn't make the playoffs this year, sadly.
We fired our coach. So stupid.
That was so stupid.
Islanders fans are still mad. I follow a couple Islanders accounts on Twitter, obviously, and then we have the Islanders account.
Yeah.
And so my recommended is all people just being like, what the fuck? Why?
Yeah.
So
that was the answer for a lot of people. But also, the Eastern Conference Finals start tomorrow.
Yep.
I will say, if you ever want to get into hockey, the next 7 days have a hockey game every day.
Yep.
And they're all going to be a lot of fun.
It's kind of like the same thing with the NBA.
Yes.
I never understand why the NHL and NBA do this with their playoffs. It's like, NBA finals end right when the Stanley Cup is starting. Stupid.
Yeah. But the Eastern Conference Finals are going to start tomorrow. The Western Conference Finals start today. Sadly, for our Islanders in the Eastern Conference Finals, the last 2 years the Islanders have... 2 years ago, they essentially went to what was the Eastern Conference Finals. It technically wasn't because of the bubble, whatever. 2 Eastern Conference teams played each other in the final. And then they lost to the Tampa Bay Lightning by, 2 games. I think it only went to 6.
I know that the first time it went to 7. And
No.
then, yeah.
No. First time it went to 6.
The second time it went to 7.
Last year it went to 7. We lost in Game 7.
We lost on the shorty.
We lost on a shorthanded goal when they had 6 guys on the ice during the shorthand.
Yeah, on the fucking dude, such ref ball shit.
Yes.
They always get away with it.
And Tampa Bay Lightning get away with every call ever, in case you were wondering. Our Florida Panthers fans can attest.
They can.
But so we've lost to the Tampa Bay Lightning the last 2 years in the Eastern Conference Finals, and this year they're back again for a third straight year. But they're playing the New York Rangers, which, if they beat the Lightning, they will never let Islanders fans hear the end of it.
They won't.
So here's the thing. You said you're cheering for the Rangers.
I have to, dude. I hate the Lightning. No way.
I also hate the Lightning. But if it was down to the Broncos versus the Patriots.
You're rooting for the Broncos?
Or I think at some point, I think when it's 3 straight, if they go to 3 straight Stanley,
you're rooting for the Patriots against the Broncos?
I don't know. Again, the best
That's a good
scenario is that
comparison.
the arena blows up. That's a maybe, but I mean,
COVID 2 happens and they cancel the playoffs.
right? Yes, but only in the Eastern Conference, and they just make the Western Conference final because it's in Canada.
I don't know, Truman. I think you have to root for the Rangers to win and then lose.
Yes.
Because if the Lightning win, I don't think they're losing.
No.
I don't think the Oilers or the Avalanche are beating the Lightning.
The Avalanche look good, man.
That's just as bad though. This is a nightmare scenario for us. A Denver team, a Tampa team, and the other New York team.
The Avalanche are fine. I'm 100% cheering for the Oilers. The Oilers is fun. I like to see Connor McDavid get his cup.
Is Draisaitl still on the Oilers?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Was he on the Islanders before?
No, I don't think so.
Why did you say? Well, then how did you just pull that name? Where have you heard that name?
Because he fucking sauced us last year.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. A lot of people saw us. But really, I was reading the ESPN article. They're just like, I think the Rangers are going to win because they shouldn't have won anything else, which sure sounds like the Islanders. So my assumption is that the Rangers are definitely going to lose because people are writing articles about that. Maybe not 4-0, but they'll be close. But I mean, this is the first really great goaltender the Rangers have faced. And, I mean, he's probably one of the best playoff goaltenders of all time.
Probably.
Andrei Vasilevsky.
He's very, very good.
So...
he's annoyingly good.
And I think you root for the Lightning because at some point it's just being part of history. Because back-to-back cups, not that impressive. But if you lost to the 3-time back-to-back-to-back Stanley Cup champions... at least it's a little more fun, right?
And the Rangers then only have 1 cup still.
Yes.
Idiots.
I think they've got more than 1 cup, don't they?
I think they only have 1. I think they only have 1 or 2.
I think they have 2. But they haven't... and they're one of the original 6, which is even funnier. Oh, fuck. They have 4.
Oh, we can't. Okay, yep.
But they've only had 1 since 1940, so... but the thing is Islanders fans go, well, we've got 4 too, and you guys are one of the original 6, and we aren't. And then they go, well, we've won 1 since the 1980s, but it was 1994. So the thing is we need them absolutely to lose.
I guess I have to root for the Lightning. Then.
Yes, we absolutely need the Lightning.
I guess I am rooting for the Patriots over the Broncos here.
I don't know what the chant is, but let's go Lightning. Yeah, sure.
They don't know what the chant is. They don't have fans.
Yes. Okay. And in the Western Conference
Another
Finals,
reason why it's easy to hate the Lightning because they don't have fans.
honestly, the Western Conference Finals is a lot of fun either way. The reason, oh man, dude, and during the bubble, I was shit talking with a Washington Capitals fan, and then we beat the Caps, and then they're like, "Well, I'm also a Lightning fan," and then the Lightning won, and they tried to shit talk me. I was like, "Shut the fuck up!" Like they lived in like DC, and they then were shit talking me like they're a Lightning fan. They're like, "Well, I'm just really like Braden Point." I was like, "Shut the fuck up, man!" I was like, "You lost.
Yeah, no.
You are a Caps fan."
Nah.
You like their picture was a picture of Tom Wilson.
You'll never catch me standing on Twitter for a team that is mine. I'll root for a team, but you'll never catch me tweeting about it.
Yeah, I can't shit talk. No
way.
I did shit talk some OU fans on behalf of USC because it was funny, but no, I wouldn't. Not like that. Not if they beat K-State, and not if USC or if OU beat K-State. And then USC beat them in the next series, I wouldn't be like, fucking told y'all. No, yeah, man. No, it was so stupid.
Oh, well, I'm a USC fan, too.
And, like, at the end, I wasn't even that big of a douchebag about it. Like, I was honestly, like
I think you need to show us a Twitter exchange, Truman.
It was on Discord, too. But, like, I was honestly like, hey, whatever happens in this game,
Is it somebody I know personally?
No. It was in Home Run Chase's Discord. But we got down to 7 games, and I was like, whatever happens, we had a good run at it. It was a lot of fun, best of luck, whoever wins Game 7. I hope they keep
Right.
going, blah, 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 all this stuff. And then we beat them, and then when the Lightning beat us, they were like, suck it, you fucking suck. And I was like, okay. It was also, it's just so stupid.
That sounds cringe.
Yes. It was super cringe. And they're like, well, I just really like
the worst part is the Caps didn't even deserve to be in that series.
No.
The Caps deserved to get 4-0'd last year.
Yeah. Well, that wasn't last year. That was 2 years ago.
Still.
Yeah, but yeah. Still.
We still won 4-2. They deserved to maybe get 4-1 or
Right, and we were up 3-0 and then
Yes.
let them win 2 games, and then and then the Philadelphia Flyers was when it went to 7 games.
Did
when
it go to
should have.
7?
Yes.
That never should have happened either.
And then we had to go fly immediately to Toronto to the bubble, to the other bubble, and then play the next day when the Lightning had been there for a week.
Yeah,
and they
'cause-
fucking 9-1'd us or something like that.
I remember that.
And then the next game we lost by 1 when they scored with 7 seconds left.
That was the nightmare start to
Bro.
that series.
Yes. And then that happened to the Panthers, and I was like, bro, what happens, my guy? I felt so bad. I was like, seen this shit before, brother?
Yeah.
Losing the last 3 seconds.
And get some ref ball shit going on.
Yep, and of course the Lightning were on a power play for no reason. Yep. So, all that to say,
We'll be rooting for the Lightning.
well, yes. There you go. I'm glad I could convince you. Yes, absolutely. Now, to keep on moving, we'll go to the next. We're moving on to the betting term of the
Okay,
day,
sure.
of the week. I think we'll start the bets between each other next week because I don't want it to be disingenuous. And honestly, I don't have one off the top of my head right now. I thought of one while I was at work, and
You want to just bet about who's going to win the cup? I'm assuming all of these are like $1 bets, right?
yeah. So for the record, so a backstory for everybody. Of course, in kind of backstory to the backstory, Kansas City sits on the state line of 2 states, Missouri and Kansas. If you think of anything that you can think of that's in Kansas City, unless it's the sporting Kansas City Stadium, it's in the Missouri side.
No, Daytona's. Not Daytona.
The Speedway?
Kansas Speedway.
Yeah.
That's also Kansas.
How many people do you think knew that the Kansas Speedway was even in Kansas City?
Yeah, I guess they probably thought it was like dead center Kansas, huh?
Yeah.
Well, that's fair. We should go to a race, by the way. I've heard it's a lot of fun.
It is. I mean, you bring your own beer in.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. That's why I
Yeah.
say that.
I don't know how
Tailgate
much the
outside
ticket
and
costs.
inside.
We'll have to ask the Budman.
Yeah, he'll know.
The Budman 4. That being said, so what happens is that in Missouri, they were pushing hard to legalize it. And they were really close. It was on the doorstep. And then Kansas saw that was happening. So Kansas, as any legislation happens in
We
either
rammed
states,
that shit through.
yes, Kansas immediately pushed it through and got their bill passed. And the bill in Missouri stalled and failed because somebody
By
was...
one vote, right?
It was because one guy filibustered because he wanted to connect it to video lottery terminals, which is just like playing slots at a gas station. It's so stupid.
You said that was going to happen?
He wanted that, yeah.
Well,
He wanted those so that they could get more state revenue. And it was like,
of the rural hicks.
yes, it was a fucking guy from the middle of fucking nowhere who was like, I eat New York lobbyists for breakfast, and this is just New York lobbyists trying to push through sports gambling. Who gives a shit? I don't give a shit who's trying to push through sports gambling.
It's me, the New York lobbyist.
All of Missouri wants it, bro. Nobody was like, nah, I'm okay.
Yeah, Missouri already has terrible gambling laws. Casino has to be on the river. in
Sports
Missouri.
gambling probably has a 70% approval rate in Missouri. It's the highest of any politician in Missouri. Other than Emmanuel Cleaver, the second. Also,
Who's that?
by the way, we live just, well, we don't live, there is a street in Kansas City called Emmanuel Cleaver the Second Boulevard.
Yeah.
That is he's a
He's
congressman.
the namesake?
Yeah, he's a congressman from Missouri who just does a really good job.
Oh, I don't.
And
yeah.
he actually proposed a bill this week that will 100% not get pushed through. But he basically was a bill that every month that there's a mass shooting in the U.S., U.S. Congress doesn't get paid their salary. Is to make them do action on mass shootings.
That's pretty ballsy. I like the balls.
And
that
of
guy.
course, nobody will pass
Of course, no. Of
it.
course
They
not.
won't. It won't come close.
But he's just showing that he has balls.
yeah, but not a terrible idea. You know
Wait, is that guy
We
still
don't need to
serving in
discuss-
Congress for Missouri?
what?
Is he still? He's probably the House guy, huh?
I think he is a representative. Yeah, he's not a senator. But we don't need to get into how we would solve mass
I mean, that's
shootings. That's very political.
That's some impressive cojones on this.
Right, but I do like that bill because it at least forces you to do something. I think that's the most frustrating part is that no matter how you think you're going to stop them, nothing happens either way.
Right.
And I think that's the stupidest fucking thing in the world.
But yeah, you think that the gambling bill would have a higher approval rating than him?
Right. Yes. Yeah. Even
Impressive.
yes.
Impressive.
And also our thoughts and condolences to all the people in the Texas shooting.
Of course, yeah.
I know. Was it 2 weeks ago we had to do the Buffalo shooting, so this is holy shit.
Hopefully we don't have to do too many more of these.
Sorry, but yes. So what I'm saying is sports gambling should have passed in Missouri, but it didn't. But it did get passed in Kansas. It will get legalized. You guys will probably be able to bet, and I'm just gonna drive. Again, not a couple of minutes.
Yeah, it's like
to the Kansas
it's like
side.
10 minutes
Right.
max because it's right down Ward Parkway.
Well, I wasn't trying to give people too close to my location.
Well, I mean,
there's also 5 viewers, and I think probably they've all been to my house right now.
My bad.
And
my
if
bad.
it's not, it's a guy I work with
Well,
who could text me and ask for my
He
address.
definitely doesn't live right on top.
Yeah. But essentially, there's going to be gambling. It's probably going to be.
275.
It's probably going to be in the NBA. I mean, it'll either be hopefully at the beginning of the NFL season, but legitimately you'll almost guaranteed be able to bet by the time the Super Bowl rolls around.
So do you think like sporting is going to have like sports betting in their stadium?
I don't know because
soccer's a little bit harder to bet on, but it's
Yes.
it's as easy the same way. It's like this person anytime goal scorer, this person anytime assist,
what
goal after X amount of time, goal
Kinda.
before X amount of time,
yeah
penalty shot taken, this person get a yellow card, red card.
right. You can probably bet, but I don't know. I'm unsure.
Because how do people do stadium?
If it
betting
would have
as
got
is?
passed in Missouri, they would have had betting terminals at Arrowhead and
because
Kaufman and
Clark Hunt's like, some of that cash.
Right, and I will say Kansas passing their sports bill.
That was impressive.
Well, and what I think is very impressive about it is that it's not helping the state of Kansas at all. I will say that in a roundabout way it is. I don't hate the way they've done this. So basically, 90% of it, so 10% goes to the state.
Sure.
So like fun things. 90% of the tax revenue that you guys are making off of sports gambling goes into a fund to lure pro sports teams to play in Kansas.
We all know who that's for.
Yeah, it's for the Chiefs, absolutely. Because there's no place for you guys to put the Kauffman Stadium. The thing about Kauffman is baseball stadiums in today's world
need to be downtown.
Need to be downtown to survive.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, owning a sports team in general is probably just
What
a
if it's
losing.
for a fucking hockey team,
Dude, oh my god. Oh, that would be the dream for me because it means the Chiefs would stay put and Kansas City would get a hot. Well, here's the
Or an
question.
NBA team.
So here's the thing. Yeah, somebody asked me about is you think the hockey team's your dream, right?
Yeah.
But if a team moved to Kansas City, if you lured the Coyotes, which would probably be the next team, that's the next team that's going to move.
Sure.
If any NHL team's going to move, it's probably the Coyotes.
Yeah, probably.
Would you cheer for the Coyotes instead of the Islanders?
I think that's an acceptable situation to cheer for both.
Yes, I told people I was like I would probably be a mainly Islanders fan, but I would not cheer against the Kansas City team. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, because I've decided what my fandom is already, right?
Right.
And
it would be lame to switch.
Well, and the thing is when we decided it was because of geolocation.
Right.
So using our own logic, we'd probably still have to cheer for. I would literally cheer for both because there's no way they'd be in the same conference.
Right. But if
They'd be
they're
in two different
in the Stanley Cup Finals, it is the best of both worlds. It'd be like if Mizzou and K-State played in the national championship game. I'd be like, hell yeah, I don't give a shit. I would care for K-State more.
Right.
But I wouldn't be that upset if Mizzou won.
Yeah, right.
Like it's still better than KU.
Well, yeah. I mean, but I think you're right. I think if it was the new Kansas team versus the Islanders, I'd probably be cheering for the Islanders.
Right. So I will say that the way Kansas did it,
And
I think.
We'll trim it here. Let me say this real quick.
Yes.
I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No.
If you've never done this, guys,
we interrupt.
being a villain or an away fan in general is 20 times as good as being a home fan. I'm sorry.
But you do need to be able to take shit.
And you also need to win.
Yeah. Well, and even if you don't win, I mean, just be a humble loser.
Right.
Don't cry. Don't throw hands.
Right.
Don't say any ridiculous stuff. But like when we played the Blues,
that
and we were
was so
down
much fun.
5-0, the Islanders finally scored, and we went ballistic. And then
And
the
got
Blues
memed on by
scored.
little kids.
12 seconds later, and little kids laughed in our face.
You're like, damn.
The answer isn't turn around and go, fuck you cats, or whatever. It's, it's be like, that's just so funny.
Whatever,
You got to be smart enough to be able to laugh at yourself. But
yeah, all that being said, I definitely think it's more fun to be an away fan than be a home
absolutely. Sometimes it is fun to be the villain, I'm not even a Slytherin, man. I'm a Hufflepuff. But, sometimes it is fun to be
I would very much enjoy donning Islanders gear against the Kansas team. And people would be like, Owen, what the fuck?
Yeah, you'd be like, fuck you, nerds.
So...
But I think it's very smart the way they've done it. Because here's the thing is that
what do you think's more likely? NBA team or NHL team? Coming to Kansas. If they lure the money.
Neither.
Because if they get an NBA team, they have to stick it as close as they can to JoCo to lure all the Kansas basketball fans.
Right. I mean, the only thing they get... So, I think the tricky thing is that the tax money, honestly, is going to be very weird. Because, basically, somebody has to own the team. The state's not going to own the team,
Right.
And then you'd have to have them just be like... You have to have... It kind of be scummy because an owner's going to have to be like, oh, sweet, tax money. I'm going to Kansas for the tax money. And they're like, there's your tax money, sir.
Well, yeah, because what I'm thinking is they'll probably build a complex first.
Right.
They'll use the tax money to build whatever arena. And my guess is they would go...
No, they'd...
One of the sports revenue routes they do nowadays and do a combo stadium. I think you would have an NHL and an NBA stadium.
Yeah. Well, any arena that can do one can do both.
Right.
I mean, all it takes, you have to put in special air conditioning for NHL stadiums, but that's not.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if they renovated municipal for an NHL team.
Oh, it's on the Missouri side, brother.
Well, I guess it is on the Missouri side.
And if any sports team was going to go in Kansas City right now, in an arena, it'd go in the T-Mobile Center.
Right.
Yes. But you're not. But I will say the way they're doing the tax money, I think it will be weird whenever they do get to give the tax money out. I'm interested to see how willing people are to just give $100 million to somebody because we got the tax money for it. But I don't hate when people put in these programs where they say, oh, we've got this new way to generate tax revenue. To say, this revenue that we don't have already on the books helping anything.
Right.
Just to put it away to something that then helps you.
Helps generate revenue.
Yeah, right. It's, now you're putting it towards something that is related to sports betting. You're trying to lure sports teams.
Yeah.
With that money that you didn't have anyways. So you never saw it. Mm-hmm. And now it's over here getting ready to bring in a sports team that will generate business and other things for your state. I love that.
I also think it needs to happen because it'd be super funny to have the KC, Missouri and Kansas, with really Kansas City area, having then 4 sports teams when Iowa and Nebraska still have 0 professional sports teams.
Oh, yeah.
So funny.
Yeah.
That would be hilarious.
Right. And that would legitimize Kansas City, I think for me, as a sports.
Chiefs, Royals, Sporting, and then, NHL or NBA. Yeah.
And go fuck yourself, St. Louis. Eat your fucking heart out, But, I mean... it's
always fuck St. Louis.
For only having 1 million less in municipal area compared to Denver.
Right.
I mean, I think that's, 1/4 of the population or whatever, but that's 25% less. But they should have at least one more sports team.
Right.
I don't know. And the NBA is going to expand, but it will be to Vegas and Seattle. That was pretty much announced.
They don't have a soccer team, do they?
Who?
Colorado. Oh, they have the Rapids.
They have the Rapids, but that doesn't count. We talk about this all the time. The only thing that really truly matters is the North American 4.
Denver does have the big 3.
They have the big 4.
I guess they have all 4, don't they?
Yes.
They have the Rockies.
Yep.
Yeah, the NHL. Yeah.
Yep. The Broncos and
the
Nuggets.
The KC Metro isn't that much smaller.
No. But I think we should have at least one more. And just for everybody else's sake, it should be hockey because hockey is so fun, and we can live without NBA basketball because we have
good college teams.
The only time I'll say this, a national powerhouse team.
Yeah,
no NBA team wants to go play where Duke plays.
That's true.
They don't want to go play, 1, because it's a college town, but 2, because you would have to compete with Duke.
Yeah.
And not that you'd really have to compete with KU, but at the same time, it's just not... I don't know if people would be as enthused. I mean, people would. We would accept it. We would like it. There's a lot of people that swear they want an NBA team. But what this city needs is an NHL team. Because NHL is fucking fun, man.
Dude,
Holy shit,
Kansas-
NHL is fun to go
and-
see,
and
dude.
It's already hashtag Kansas City Coyotes. It already rolls off the tongue.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. You know, and we had the Scouts. We lost them. They're now the New Jersey Devils.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, for everybody. They went to Denver. They were the Denver Rockies for a
What
bit.
would the poor blue line
then-
do if we got a KC hockey team?
Oh, my. I mean, they would still become big KC hockey fans, I assume.
What would they do to all those Blues idiots?
Kick them out. Fuck those
I
guys.
hope so.
Dude, no, hold on. Wait. Here we go. This is the bet of the week, Owen. If Kansas City gets an NHL team, we have to open a sports bar. We have to open a sports bar, a hockey bar.
Of course.
Yeah,
of course,
right
of
by
course.
the stadium.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Right
There
next
you
to the
There you
stadium.
go.
Of course, with the millions of dollars we will have saved up for the team by then.
Fucking sell the house, dude. I don't care. Well, you know, when the podcast takes off, inevitably,
Yeah.
you know.
We'll live above our own bar.
all we gotta do is just start posting clips on TikTok. I think some more, and then I think a couple $1 million.
Of course.
Once we sign our Spotify exclusive deal, I mean, you know, as long as people don't find the episodes where we said the N-word a bunch, it'll be fine.
We didn't do that.
No, I'm just sorry. That's right. We took that episode down. That's my bad. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. The last Dahm That's True episode is just us talking about boobs and NFT horse racing, and it was just not interesting at all.
Oh, that's right. We did the one that we didn't post, the last one.
Yes.
What do you mean? We've done a Dawn That's True and uploaded it for 91 straight weeks.
Well, there's also 2 episodes that are just sitting on your computer.
No,
too.
I uploaded those ones. You
Did
need to
those?
upload yours.
Oh, do I have one that's just sitting on my
Yeah.
computer? Fair enough. Okay.
I uploaded mine.
Fair enough. I was moving. I don't know.
No, I'm not mad about it.
We might. Maybe one of these days we're gonna take a week off. I don't know.
We're so close to 2 years.
For the record, if we ever take a week off, it'll be a publicity stunt. I hope you understand.
we are very close to 2 years no breaks.
Yes. And we
That is-
still have 6 live viewers, and I appreciate you guys for being here.
That's better than last episode.
That's true. Was it?
Well, also, I know 100% that we have way more listeners for Dawn That's True, specifically on Spotify than it.
Yes, the sports podcasts definitely get more. I mean,
Because you can do it whenever.
yes, I don't think Grub Butts has as much legs audioly, but, you know, ni hao to our Chinese listeners as
You
well.
know, Chinese listeners.
But, yes, sorry. Man, what are we talking about? Nothing right
We were
now.
talking about sports
Yes.
betting and how
Yeah.
we were going to cheer for the.
right.
And then we were going to talk about sports.
So what I'm saying is your sports betting term of the week is the total. That's right. On the total, you either bet the over or the under. You've probably heard it referred to as a lot of things. Probably the over-under.
Yep,
You know, somebody say over-under 6. We did this.
we did.
We were talking about during the draft. And typically, so for a great example would be for the NHL game tonight, the total was 7.
Right.
Right now the game is, and I want to get this right,
8, right?
the game is 6-3,
Holy cow.
which is total 9 goals. Wait, hold on. It might even be more. That's right, it's 7-4,
What the?
which is 11 goals total, which means that has gone over the total. So,
By a lot.
if for a lot of Chiefs games, the total will be somewhere in like 53. If you think the Chiefs are going to win 35-20, you would bet the over. And that is your sports betting term of the week, the over-under.
Yeah, I don't really hear it get called the total that much. So.
Yeah, typically people just say the over-under, but technically it's the total.
All right.
Weekly, we'll be giving you new sports betting terms to get you ready for that legalization coming in Kansas. We'll have our little bets and I think we should also be looking at bets that we can place, like top bets we can place once it's legal. Maybe that'll be our top 5. Maybe we'll do it today. Top 5 futures bets you'll bet once betting. Your first bets you'll make when sports betting becomes legal in Kansas.
Next city to have an NHL team, Kansas City.
There you go. Yeah, great bet.
Shout out to the Kraken, by the way, for being terrible. One of the first expansion team since the Coyotes to be absolutely awful, because all the other expansion cities have done
All did pretty good.
exceptionally well.
Yeah. We were actually looking this up the other day. Can you name before team number 32 was the Kraken, team number 31 was the Vegas
Golden
Knights. What were teams 29 and 30?
29, I believe, wasn't Arizona?
Nope.
Oh.
That's right. I also thought it was Arizona, and it
'cause
was not.
It was a team that died like real quick, right?
Nope. Both these teams are still in the NHL, still in their home, still in the cities they were introduced, still under the
Was it
same
Nashville?
names. It was not. I also would have thought it was Nashville. You were really along the same lines. If you think of an NHL team,
Oh, it's got to be Tampa.
it is not.
What?
If you could think of an NHL team, once I saw that this one was one, I was like, oh, that one of them you're not going to get because I didn't even think about it, but because
it's not the
they
Wild.
lost.
Is it the Wild?
It is the Wild. It's the team that I didn't think you were going to get.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because the
I got
Minnesota
easy one.
Wild, formerly Minnesota's team was the North Stars,
Right.
and that moved to, of course, Dallas to become the
Dallas
Stars.
Stars.
And then Minnesota was without a team for like 6 years, and then they got the Wild. The other team, it's a team that I'm like, oh, when you say it, that makes sense. Why did that city get an NHL team?
It's got to be Miami.
It is not Miami. No, because they're just Florida. No. If think of the city because it's small, and it's in America, and you're like, why would that team get an NHL team before Kansas City?
Not Seattle.
Nope,
I don't think Oregon has a team.
they don't.
Is it Columbus?
It is Columbus. Yes. Why does Columbus, Ohio, have a hockey team?
Forget that city's in fucking Ohio.
Why did it not go in like Cincinnati? I mean, I'd be okay if it was Cincinnati or Cleveland, but fucking Columbus is an insult to Kansas City.
That is an insult.
That they have a team in
Seattle
Utah.
was also an insult to Kansas City, to be fair.
That's fair.
But to be fair, as
as
Kansas Cityans, we are getting increasingly pleased with the number of times that people bring up Kansas City as a team, as a city that's ready for an NHL or NBA team.
We do appreciate that. Okay, that being
Because
said,
that just means it's going to happen within our lifetime.
okay, so let's do what we're here to actually do, real quick. First, we went through the first 8 games, and I think that's obviously it's the much tougher part of the schedule, but I think it was also the much tougher part of the schedule to predict.
Yeah.
So we took you up to just past the bye week.
Yeah, I believe.
Yeah, I think we picked the Tennessee. So
Yeah, we didn't talk about this one, yeah.
yeah, so our next 9 games we have versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. Don't give predictions yet. At the Los Angeles Chargers. At home versus the Rams. At the Cincinnati Bengals. At the Denver Broncos. At the Houston Texans.
Weird.
Versus Seattle at home. Versus Denver at home. And then at Las Vegas on the last week of the season. Time to be determined because they like to do stuff with who's clinched and
flex
whatnot.
it, yeah.
Yeah. So let's start with an absolute layup. At home versus the Jaguars, Owen.
Dumb.
Dub. That's a dub. Yes, absolutely. I do not think the Jaguars are ready to compete.
No. Their
I think they're
quarterback
still-
isn't NFL ready yet.
I think they're still a
He
couple
could be.
top 5 picks away.
Trevor Lawrence could be, but as so far, he has not. He could do the Joe Burrow thing and take off in the second year.
Yes.
But I don't think their wide receiver core is any good.
I also don't think Joe Burrow took off. I'll still say it. I don't think Joe Burrow's that good. I'll fucking say it. I don't care.
Oh, that's a
I think
futures
Joe
bet
Burrow
we
is
can
fun.
do.
What?
Futures bet that we can place. Bengals to miss the playoffs.
I like it. The next game is at Los Angeles, and I would say if we counted the other at home versus the Chargers as a win, this one has to count as a loss.
Sure. Well, I think what's actually going to happen is the Chargers are going to win at our home, and we're going to win at their home.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying.
Because that's what the Chargers and Chiefs have done since we've been
And
kids.
same with Vegas.
Yeah.
We love to do that at Vegas too. The only team who doesn't beat us is the fucking Broncos. That's so funny. That being said, I think the Chargers game. I think he split it against them. So I think
At
we
Denver.
count this one as a loss.
Oh, it's a night game, though.
Okay, so then after that we have at home versus the Rams. Aaron Donald. Have you seen the Aaron Donald news this week?
Does he not want to play for the Rams anymore?
Well, no, he does want to play for the Rams. If the Rams are being kind of tricky about his contract, and he's like, if I don't get a contract with y'all, I'm just going to retire. Because
retire?
Think about it. You're 31. You have nothing left to prove.
He's not going to
You've
do
been defensive MVP 2 years. You've won a Super Bowl ring. You've been on the All-Pro teams. You're a Hall of Famer
He's not
as
going
it
to
is.
Terrell Suggs his way into another championship ring.
No,
Chiefs legend
he doesn't
Terrell-
need to.
Chiefs legend Terrell Suggs.
Aaron Donald isn't Terrell Suggs. Aaron Donald is still the top player on whatever defense he chooses to play on for the next probably 2 to 3 years.
I'd say like 3 or 4. I think he's that good.
Dahm fresh cuts, boys. Sheesh. Just one. But yeah, that is it.
But your hair's done nice though.
Yeah, thank you.
Looks
I
fresh.
appreciate that. That being said, I think at home versus the Rams, I also don't think the Rams are very good.
I think
Am I crazy for thinking
No,
that?
I was gonna say this game's winnable for sure.
It's not impossible. I guess they did add Bobby Wagner, and they did add a wide receiver talent.
Who cares? Bobby Wagner isn't that great.
I know, but they added a wide receiver. I can't remember who it was.
I mean, Bobby Wagner's good. Don't get you wrong.
They had a wide receiver that we wanted the Chiefs to sign.
In the draft?
No. Fuck me, man.
Was it Robinson?
No. Hold on. It might have been Jarvis Landry.
Depth chart. That'll tell
Might be
you.
who I'm thinking of.
Sure, it wasn't Allen.
Oh,
Robinson?
it was Allen Robinson.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I'd say.
I was thinking of.
That was wide receiver room is not that good.
I was thinking of DeMarcus Robinson. No, that is a kind of bad. Cooper Kupp obviously was the
Very,
best wide
very
receiver
good.
in the league last year.
Allen Robinson also good. Van Jefferson just
Fine.
unimpressive. He's
Yeah.
fine.
I think this team overperformed last year, and I think they could certainly regress to the mean.
They could be really good if OBJ comes back though.
I think they could certainly be looking at another Tampa Bay kind of year. You go to your conference championship game and you lose. You know.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
Moving on, we then have.
We're beating Cincinnati.
Oh wait, sorry. Did we pick the Rams?
No, I
think that's a dub.
I think we're winning that game.
I think we have to assume this is under the assumption that the Chiefs are going to remain healthy. I think the Chiefs have had some very good injury luck on these years that we've been making these runs.
Yeah.
And it is due to run out at some point.
It's true. It is.
And that could be this year, certainly. If Travis Kelce goes down, we're facing a bad situation. But regardless,
we have Jody Forts.
as long as him and Mahomes stay healthy,
Yeah. I think you can
They're probably fine.
I think you can coin flip on the Rams game.
yeah. Let's just, because we said we lost to the Chargers, let's say we win against the Rams.
Why? Oh yeah, our schedule's so tough this year because we have Cincinnati and both LA teams.
Yes. We have at the Bengals.
That's another coin flip game. If the Bengals come out of the gate strong, then I'll be nervous. But if they don't, I won't be nervous.
The Chiefs fell apart 2 times against the Bengals. They should have won both of those games handedly by 2 touchdowns. I will give the game to the Chiefs.
Okay. Yeah, I understand that logic. We can just skip through the week after that because the Chiefs always beat Denver.
Chiefs will probably beat Denver. I think Russell Wilson doesn't stay healthy. That's my bet.
I don't think that he's that good anymore.
No.
I don't think that the Broncos line is significantly better than the Seahawks line.
No. I'm not sure they were a plug a quarterback in and they're ready to go kind of team.
And they didn't get what's-his-face back.
Yes.
They did not. He's still in the Rams.
Von Miller?
Yeah.
No, he went to the Bills.
Yeah, so
Well, yeah, they didn't get him back. We then have at Houston.
dub. It's Houston.
That's a dub, yes. At home versus Seattle. That
Dub.
is a dub. They are the new Houston. We then have at home versus Denver.
Dub.
That's a dub, especially as long as it's not a night game. And then we have at Las Vegas the final week of the season, and I will give that an L.
L? Aging Derek Carr
I think we're
beats Patrick Mahomes?
We were 6-2 going into this. We've only picked 1 loss.
Truman, we beat them by like 30 both times last year.
We've only picked 1 loss so far. And I think we could be sitting our guys final week of the season. And I think 13-4 sounds right.
All right.
I think 13-4 sounds right.
12-5 last year.
I don't think we're looking at a 15-2.
Is this the first year with 17 games?
What?
Is this coming year's first last year? So the Chiefs went 12-5 last year.
Yes. Correct.
13-4.
No, 11-6.
No, we went 12-5. We went 12-5.
I'm gonna have to look.
I promise.
You know me. I'm gonna have to look.
I promise. We went 12-5 this year.
I think you're right, but I'm gonna check just in case.
I promise.
Oh, I think we can.
Look at the division standings.
I gotta go here, and I gotta go here, and then I
Yeah,
gotta
I
go
promise you.
here, and then I gotta go.
I promise. We went 12-5.
Hold on. Okay, we did go 12-5.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Maybe I just think because we lost the
A
last game.
one-game improvement from last year? I can see it.
I can see
I
it.
think the Chiefs are literally just better. Except, well, obviously without Tyreek. But not
Yes.
better with Tyreek. But the defense is markedly improved with the drafts, in my opinion.
So all that being said, I think 13-4. I think is. I don't think it's a completely unreasonable option.
No, I don't think it's unreasonable. But I do think that the Vegas bettors are setting probably the over-under at 12.5.
The Chiefs over/under total is 10.5.
10.5?
Hold on, let me look it up.
No shot. Chiefs. Pound that shit. What the fuck?
Yes, the odds on it are minus 115. Again, we'll explain odds a different week. But that's honestly crazy.
I'm betting that immediately. As soon as sports betting is available in Kansas, I'm betting the Chiefs over. Actually, I might go home and do that tonight. I might put it, fucking $50 on that.
You can't bet. You'd have to put in Bitcoin and do the whole MyBookie or.
Well, I can legally do that now, right?
No, you can't. No, you can't. Yeah, I mean, it was legal anyways to do that. Those are offshore books.
Right.
The thing is that they're very sketchy about giving you your money back.
Oh.
You have to leap through so many hoops to get money out of those sites. I have before, and it's long, and it's not worth it.
Don't they mail you a check?
If they could, yeah, they would prefer that. Yeah. So that's why I'm just. That's why honestly I stopped sports betting because somebody was like, because I was doing really good with hockey.
And then you try to get your money out.
Well, and then somebody was like, "Why'd you stop sports betting hockey?" It was like, because I can't get my money back. It's like putting in real money to play fantasy games, but you don't even get skins. You just get to. It was honestly for me, it was knowing that I was right, and I was right a lot. When this comes back, I'm gonna be betting probably hockey.
Well, how's the machines doing? The machine still got you up, right?
The hockey machine.
Well, the NFL machine.
NFL machine, I think we have to retweak it because we didn't do it last year, really. And I think I've got to get back into it. I've got to have Joe take a look at it because the stuff we were using now uses Python coding to work with it.
Fun.
So I actually need Joe to help me out.
You need to retool it?
Yeah, so that we can look at some stuff. But I'm telling you, the machine's going to be back. Hockey picks are going to be big. And, I'm telling you, we've got a big year of sports betting content this year. Now that it is legal and is actually worthwhile to a lot of our listeners, honestly.
Yeah.
Then I'm very excited to bring you guys what we have.
Can they sports bet in China?
No.
Sorry, guys.
Probably not legally, no. I can't imagine they can. They can't have mentions of the devil in their movies. So
that's true. Maybe in Hong Kong then.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Well, but Hong Kong is already a part of China, so.
Of course. Of course, guys.
Just for our Chinese viewers.
It's literally in China.
Okay, so I come out to 13-4 for the Chiefs. Do you think that's acceptable?
Yeah, I think.
I think the over/under is insane.
No, I think that's so low.
I think unless Patrick Mahomes or Travis Kelce gets hurt, they clear 11 easy.
I just think Andy Reid will not only win. When the Chiefs won 10 games last, when they went 10-6, the roster was so much worse than this.
Yeah.
And the Chiefs still could add a guy.
Yeah.
The offseason isn't even close to over.
No.
Well, can they still add a guy? I want to make sure that I'm not saying something dumb.
Yeah. No. Oh, yeah. I mean, you could add guys, They could still add Odell Beckham Jr. if they wanted.
That would be awesome.
I don't know.
You don't think so?
Hold on. Sorry. I just want to look at the history of... I want to see if we can look at the seasons real quick in a row. Oh, my God. Guys, do we not just have it listed?
Of the win totals?
I'm just going to...
That's what it is right there. It's right here.
Is it? No, this is their fucking teams, man. It's people on the team. All right, hold on. All right, I didn't know we were going to have to bring out Football Reference here.
Truman's bringing up Pro Football Reference to see the Chiefs win.
Really the best site, dude. Anything referenced. Baseball reference, hockey reference, basketball
They really are good.
It
looks like an ancient website, and it's so easy to look at.
Okay, so for the record, the last time the Chiefs went 10-6 was in 2017. It's been 5 years. It's been 12-12, 14-12.
And that was the lose to Marcus Mariota year, I believe.
Yes. Again, the lowest win total Andy Reid's ever had was 9-7, man, since he's been with the Chiefs. This is your Andy Reid era, bro.
Yeah, over 10.5. No shot.
We can't.
And the Chiefs have had the second hardest or hardest schedule on half of these years.
Yes.
I can't see us winning.
I can't tell you to bet your mortgage on it, and I legally won't. That fiscally
irresponsible. 7
irresponsible.
games we're gonna lose. 7. If we lose both Chargers games, both Broncos games, and both Raiders games, we still have another game to drop.
Yeah, the Bills. I mean, legitimately, the way you get there. Let's go back to it because it's not completely unreasonable.
No, it's not. But
if we had to talk through what would happen in this scenario to hit 7 losses, Lose to the Chargers. Lose to the Chargers
Yeah,
twice.
no, we have to start out 0-4 for this to happen.
No.
I think so.
No. Here's how you get there. You lose to the Chargers twice.
Okay, it's 2.
Well, let's go season by. You lose versus the Chargers, the home game. You probably lose at Indianapolis
Yeah, 3,
and at Tampa Bay,
4,
Buffalo.
5,
You lose the other Chargers game,
6.
and then you lose to either the Rams or the Bengals. And that's not counting the Denver game.
I can't see us starting a game the season that poorly.
Again, I think the thing is I think they're assuming that the Chiefs are going to split the division games. They're assuming there's going to be 3 losses in the division, and the Chiefs then will have 4 losses outside of the division, which is not unheard of. But 4 losses outside of the division would probably mean Tampa Bay, Buffalo,
Arizona,
L.A., the Rams, and then probably Cincinnati.
Oh, I can't. I don't think we're gonna be losing to Cincinnati though. Personally,
Cincinnati or Indianapolis.
I don't know. I'm always the optimist on the Chiefs now. Ever since we won the Super Bowl, I've turned myself into a Chiefs optimist.
Yeah,
So,
right. And before we lost the Super Bowl, I was always the optimist, and you were always more the pessimist.
Yes.
I think. Very, very interesting. But yeah, I think that's about right, huh?
Yeah.
I think that's about good.
Yeah.
Want to do a quick top 5?
Sure.
Top 5 bets you can place you'll place legally in Kansas once it's ready to rock.
Yes.
Do you?
I don't have my phone though, so I'm gonna have to wing this off the top of my cranium.
Is it charging?
It's charging. It was at 2% from the Discord earlier.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, I need a new phone.
All right, getting the tunes rocking.
Okay.
Everybody's like, "Oh, Truman, where's the tunes?" That's what everybody says to me. You know, that's not what they say. Nobody says that, but I'm gonna write it on a notepad for myself. All right, Owen, give me top 5 picks.
Number 1, Harry Kane to lead Tottenham in goals next year.
Okay.
That's my number 5. With the new coach and the fact that he's going to actually play the first 5 games of the season, Harry Kane is primed for a large number of Premier League goals. So that's number 1, Harry Kane to lead Tottenham in goals. next year.
Number 5.
That's my number 5, is that Harry Kane to lead Tottenham in goals next year. Number 4, the Royals to win less than 70 games. I think the Royals are going to be still ass this year. Our front office management continues to be incompetent when it comes to bringing up players. So they're finally realizing that we need to play the young guys as the young guys continue to smash in the lower leagues, and they come up to the big leagues ready, which we've seen over and over again. So, but the Royals aren't smart enough to see that, and they're going to lose an ass load of games this year because of it. So Royals to lose more than 70, to win less than 70 games.
Okay.
Number 3, Islanders to make the playoffs next year. And this is a spicy one, but I think that with the way that I think the draft should go here coming up for the NHL, that we should be in a pretty good spot.
And I mean, they signed their bench coach,
Right.
Lane something.
No.
Man,
I was
Lance something.
Yeah, I think it's Lance. I was pissed about it, so I didn't look at it.
But he's been like sought after. He's like, I would call him like the Brent Venables of this, where everybody always goes, dude, where is that guy? When is that guy going to sign the head coaching gig?
Yeah.
And then they give it to
I was honestly hoping we would have signed the Florida Panthers guy,
the ex.
their interim coach that took them to playoffs.
Oh, but they're going to sign him probably.
For his sake, I hope so.
Oh yeah, for the Panthers' sake, I hope so.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Islanders win total to win more than last year. Number 2, I like the George Karlaftis sack number. Because
Over?
Yeah, it was like over 8 right now they had that.
Let me see if I can pull up the number. But yeah, keep talking.
I like the over on that. I believe it's either 8 or 8.5. But with the way that the numbers are looking at him, I mean, with the way that the news is talking about him, I think it could be really good. Just because Chris Jones is going to be on the other side, as well as Frank Clark.
Yeah, it's going to be impossible to find. But
So either he's going to be in one-on-one a lot, and if he's any good, he'll rack up some sacks. So
what would be too many sacks to bet the over on?
10,
Yeah.
way too many.
Yeah,
Honestly,
I don't think he's going to get double digits.
I think a really good season for him would be 7.
I'll say I was reading Arrowhead Pride, and they were talking about somebody had a hot take. It was like George Karlaftis is going to have 5 more sacks than Frank Clark, and someone's like, "Shut the fuck up."
That could be 5 more than 2. So
But edge rushers just don't get that many sacks their rookie season, you know. Unless you're
they're
T.J. Watt or Alden Smith.
Or Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald wasn't that good his rookie season.
Oh, that's right.
But, okay.
But yeah, my number one bet for this year,
I'm ready.
Chiefs over 10.5, man.
Yeah.
Andy Reid does not win 10 games. He wins 11 or more.
I was a little bit shocked. I mean, I get why they're saying it.
The Chiefs, I mean, yeah.
People are low on the Chiefs right now.
Yeah, I mean, they have far and away the toughest schedule in the NFL.
And the most roster turnover of any of the contenders.
Sure.
Some of the most.
I don't care. We have Patrick Mahomes.
I know. I mean, I know.
We have Patrick Mahomes boy.
But you did lose Tyreek Hill and Tyrann Matthew.
I don't care.
And Daniel Sorensen.
See? That's the thing. We
I know.
lost Daniel
And
Sorensen.
Anthony Hitchens.
We lost Anthony Hitchens?
Yeah, Anthony Hitchens is
I
gone.
didn't realize that, bro. Oh, the Chiefs are going to be, Chiefs are going to be 15, maybe 17 wins
Bro,
next
I mean-
year. We literally got rid of people
Bro.
who threw 3 games for
Bro,
us.
I'm talking Nick Bolton, Willie Gay, and Leo Chennault in the fucking middle. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. No way. Yeah,
Sorry.
we're gonna shock the world.
Sorry, I'm getting worked up. Sorry.
Yeah.
Got me
So
bricked
Chiefs
up
over.
over here.
Chiefs over for sure. Yeah. So what did I start with number 5? I got Harry Kane goals.
Yes.
And then I got number 4 was Royals under
win
70.
less than 70.
Then Islanders more than their win total from this year.
You said make the playoffs.
Make the playoffs. I'm down with that.
That was your first one, yeah.
And then number 2 was
Karlaftis
over on Sack and
Chiefs
over on
over
the
win
Chiefs.
total.
Yeah.
All right. I don't hate the list. Okay. All right. I'm here. I will say you gave me my number 5. I was like, I didn't even think about that. But Islanders to make the playoffs. I love that bet. Here's the thing, man. The Islanders started this year off 20 games on the road. Then they got decimated by COVID, and the league stopped it 3 weeks too late or whatever. And then
We still almost made the playoffs.
we still were the first team out of the playoffs in the Eastern Conference. If the odds are positive, especially, love it. The only issue that I hate with those futures bets is that you just bet $20. But on the bright side, I will say with the legitimate apps, they'll let you cash out early, and so you can almost just pull out money like it's like the stock market.
Yeah.
But it does suck to be like, I'm gonna bet $30 and then wait 6 months to win $35.
Well, that's how the people went off Leicester sit. That's the dream. Bet
Right.
a $5 and pay for college.
Yeah, right. But I mean, again, they'll never have odds like that ever again. And those guys are probably from Leicester, so.
That was true.
But but yes, the Islanders to make the playoffs. I love it. I love that bet. It's a great bet. Number 4.
I think I touched on all of my sports teams, by the way.
Yep. Number 4. I'm gonna throw out some shade. You did not talk about the K-State, which I will. But number 4, I'm gonna throw out some shade. We're gonna have these guys. We'll talk about the schedule right after this for the upcoming Dahm tours. We'll have. But number 4, Bengals under win total.
You're doubling down.
Absolutely. Let me look at it. Let me double check it.
What if it's under? What if it's same? 10.5?
Hold on.
It's under 10.
Oh, it's right at 10. Oh, man, that is tough.
So either they're winning 9 or 11 games.
Never forget. I like the under still.
And Castellanos.
I like the under. I like the under because you can still push it 10. If it lands right on 10, you get your money back.
Okay. So yeah, that's easy for you then. No deal.
I like the under.
All right.
Honestly, I think they regress to the mean. I think the Bengals
Are you
turn back
serious
into
on
the
your third
Bengals.
bet? I just looked at your list.
The Bengals to win back to the Bengals. Yeah, absolutely. Hold on. Let me make sure Heisman Trophy odds. I just want to tell you. I want to give you how much the money would pay, Owen. I just want you to. I can Control F.
Chris.
There he is. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Is that easy money for you?
Yes. Absolutely. All right. My number 3 bet. Owen's already seen it. If you're on stream, you could probably figure it out. Deuce Vaughn to win the Heisman. He's a dark horse. That's
A very dark horse.
he's
Nearly
at
invisible.
plus 10,000 odds, which means it pays 100 to 1.
Where's Adrian Martinez? He's got to be in that area with Deuce, right?
No, I don't think so.
I thought last time I checked, Adrian Martinez was higher.
No,
he's double.
200 to
double.
1 odds.
And Deuce is 100 to 1.
And Deuce is 100 to 1. Fuck it, put a 5er on both of them, dude. if everything goes right, Deuce Vaughn's winning a Heisman. If everything goes fine, then he doesn't, and you lose $5. But well, you can't buy your Burger King meal next week. Come on now.
It's half Burger King meal though.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Thanks, Biden. I'm just kidding. Yeah, Deuce Vaughn to win the Heisman at 100 to 1 odds, or Adrian Martinez to win the Heisman at 200 to 1 odds. I love both those bets. Number 2, Patrick Mahomes MVP. Why not? Again, another one where you look at the price and you go, why not? We've already had a repeat. If he goes back to the playoffs with this team.
Well, Josh Allen's probably the leader.
Josh Allen is 100% the leader. Patrick Mahomes
number 2.
is 9 to 1. I'm telling you, lay a tenner down. Lay enough money to win 100. Oh, if you like $12, you win over $100. You're not going to miss $12.
Well, you could.
I mean, you could.
If you're going to be missing $12, you shouldn't be sports betting.
Yes, let's just be very clear. Do gamble responsibly. If you do think you have a problem, 1-800-GAMBLER. But yes, bet responsibly. Make sure you're not overextending yourself. Maybe we'll give some tips as we get closer again. Maybe we'll do a tip. We'll do a betting term, and then we'll do a betting tip on how not to overspend.
Tip. Make sure your parlays have more than 10 steps.
No. Unless you're
unless
you're watching the Winners and Winers YouTube channel. Thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Gotta hit your 12-team parlay for $1 million.
Dude, but the guy my dad's been working with, Chris King, said he was going to watch the show. I don't know if he did. He said he was going to watch the food show.
Sure.
But he was interested to see how the burger ratings came out.
He hit like a crazy parlay?
He's hit 2 10-step parlay, 10-team parlays in the last...
For getting fat, and how
much
did he win?
They didn't
thousands,
bet. I mean, they maybe bet him. I don't know. They don't always bet them, They just
form them?
Yeah, I mean, they're giving advice.
I can't imagine making a 10-team like, the 10-step is pretty good.
Again, if we were in a legal betting state where you could bet it a lot easier, I think they would. And my dad does bet a lot of his bets.
Sure.
But it's one of those things where, like, even if you did win, if you bet $10 on Bet Online or MyBookie and win $20,000, you'll never see it. The odds that MyBookie will pay you out $20,000 when you didn't put in $25,000, very slim. And that's the thing that's sad about offshore betting, and that's why it's stupid to not legalize sports betting, is because you rip off American citizens and tax money goes out of the country. There's none that you can make millions, hundreds of millions on every year. Instead, you just let that money go out of the country or out of the state, and Missouri's safe.
Foolish.
Sorry.
Foolish.
But that's what's frustrating about those. So, what I'm saying is, winners and winers for all your sports betting needs. Go watch my dad.
And what's your number one bet, Truman?
Number 1 is also the Chiefs over. Oh my God, Chiefs over win total 10.5.
There's no way.
We wouldn't be having this pod. We would be lying to you on this podcast every week if we didn't bet that. Be travesty.
Oh yeah, I'm betting that.
Yeah.
We don't have DeMarcus Robinson anymore.
No.
We don't have Daniel Sorensen,
No, we don't.
and we don't have Hitchens.
Nope.
Those are 3 people that probably cost the Chiefs a grand total of 3 games last year.
I mean, I'm right here, brother.
Basically, if we don't have Dan Sorensen, we don't lose against Baltimore.
I believe.
And that's unironic.
Nope.
That's not just me, making fun of Daniel Sorensen. He legitimately lost us that game. He lost his assignment on TV, obviously 3 times.
Yeah, it was insane. Alrighty, folks. That does it. You got a pop culture minute?
If you're looking to get into the Premier League, Tottenham is actually looking good this year.
Dude, you guys made it into the Champions League.
Yeah, so we clutched it out. That's with so our first manager was in charge of the team for 17 games. Started off first 10 games, 5 wins and 5 losses. That is not going to get you into the Champions League. Got a new manager, scored more goals than anybody else during that time, while giving up the 3rd least amount of goals.
Yep.
The team's going to get revamped. We've already made a signing, a really good free transfer. We didn't even have to pay for it.
Yep.
Tottenham never makes signings at the beginning of the transfer window. Mm-hmm. So it's already the winds of change, Truman. We're going to be in competition for a lot of trophies this year. So now's the time to hop on the Tottenham bandwagon. And don't tell. And when Tottenham wins something next year, don't say I didn't tell you. Don't say I didn't try to help you get on here, because I did. That's what it is.
fair. That's
Tottenham's
fair.
going to be good this next
Owen
year,
didn't
too,
leave
man.
anybody out to dry with the bandwagon. He said, "Come on, brothers."
It's going to be good. Now is the time to start watching Premier League soccer. And the best part, it never coincides with any other sport. Either you wake up in the morning, and since Tottenham's going to be good this next year, you're going to have the nice times. We're going to have the 10 a.m. game, the 11 a.m. game for us. Because over there, that's, the 5 p.m. game and the 7 p.m. game.
Yep.
Like, you're going to have the good ones. You might need to wake up at 5 a.m. like one time. And the other times, it's going to be at like 2 p.m. during the week when it's the European soccer. So, I'm telling you, now's the time, boys. That's what I got. It's time to hop on the Tottenham bandwagon. The spirits are high at the club right now.
It's fair. I got a good pop culture minute. For the record, we are. Hold on. Schedule coming up for Dahm. That's true.
Ooh.
Upcoming weeks, we are doing the. Let's call it the league-wide breakdown.
Okay.
We'll probably come up with a cooler name for it. But essentially, we're going to reach out to try to find somebody for every division in the NFL. They're a fan of every division. We'll get a Cincinnati fan on it'll probably be Handlers Reed or,
Yeah.
Or Chase on to break down the AFC North.
Yep.
We're gonna. I know a Bills fan that we're gonna have on for the AFC
Oh,
East.
really? Okay, cool.
AFC West. Maybe we'll bring in some of our pals,
Yeah,
some
of
of our
course.
buddies. Maybe we'll go find a Denver fan.
Well, we got NFC North locked down easily with two guys.
Yeah, we got 2 guys for the NFC North. We're gotta go find some NFC West fans, some
sure we can find
NFC
NFC.
East fans.
Well, don't we have an NFC West fan that's your buddy's friend in Denver? Isn't he an Arizona fan?
Oh, we probably could have him on. Yeah, we probably have Chandler on.
He's a cool guy.
Yeah. We could have. We're probably gonna have on the NFC South fans. And
We have
the
a lot
NFC
more
North.
division covers.
I mean, the NFC East.
divisions covered than we thought.
Yeah, I think we need. So if you're listening and you know somebody or you want to come on, NFC East, which is the Cowboys division.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, that's Eagles. Oh, we have an Eagles friend.
who?
Come on.
From
Go Eagles, baby.
college?
Yeah. Fly, Eagles, fly.
No way you're
get
gonna
him.
reach out to that guy after not talking to him for 4 years and get him to come on. He was never not even a podcast type back then.
Yeah, he wasn't really our friend either.
No.
Yeah, maybe not. I'm sure there's an Eagles fan somewhere.
Yes. And then, but what I'm telling you is that we're gonna break down every division for the next 8 weeks, and that'll put us at episode number 99.
And so we'll celebrate episode 100, and then we'll celebrate episode 104.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
104 is gonna be right when the freaking season's starting, dude.
Right.
There's what if it's right preseason for week 1 again, and we go back to what we did on our very first episode of DTT Truman, and we break down our friends' hot takes.
Oh, we're absolutely gonna break down for the 2. Every time it's an anniversary, you break down the hot takes.
Oh, wait, we're gonna revisit old hot takes?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we've got to
We gotta
revisit.
select new ones, of course, though.
Yeah, and we'll get the new ones, but yes,
I'm already getting excited, man. It's gonna be a good couple weeks of Dumb That's True.
that's all I have for you.
Nice.
Hold on.
Oh, goal scoring
Team lead
team lead, yes.
over Sonny,
Over
the
Sonny.
man who just won the Golden Boot.
Sonny went crazy, but Harry Kane is gonna be
Trying to get this under the character limit.
yeah.
Nice. Oh, how many I got? I got 4. Nice.
Yeah. Oh, nice.
Sending it.
Yeah.
Alrighty, folks. We do appreciate you tuning in again. Twitch.tv/ Oh, sorry. Wait. Real quick. So that's the schedule coming up. We're gonna be breaking down bets. We're gonna do more betting content. I just wanted to let you guys know that.
Yeah.
Pop culture minute. A good pop culture minute is swimsuit season is in, and I'll tell you, everybody has a swimsuit body. Everybody, it's
that's true.
do not feel uncomfortable swimming. Here's the thing. I went swimming this weekend. I didn't wear a shirt in the pool.
It's a real man thing.
And also at the same time, no shame if you do want to wear a shirt in the pool.
Yeah. Who cares?
I just couldn't stand the feel of a shirt on my body.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
But I'm saying that if you feel like people are going to be grossed out by your body and that's why you're wearing a shirt, don't do that. Just get out there and swim. Nobody cares. And very few people are seducing people at the pool because of how their body looks. And, I don't even think we're friends with anybody that really could.
That could?
Yeah.
As a man?
Yeah.
I think one.
What did it start with?
We have one.
What did the name start with?
NFC North fan.
Really? Yeah. Well, yeah. Maybe. I don't. You know. Maybe.
I haven't seen him without a shirt off. I haven't seen him with a shirt off.
Maybe. But yeah. That being said, nobody should feel ashamed wearing anything, or not wearing anything.
Yeah. Who cares?
You know.
Go have fun in the pool.
Yes.
Also, bigger dudes float better. It's easier for you to swim.
Absolutely. And you know, who cares? You know. Tell you what.
You can make fun of people for having to swim when you're sitting there floating.
Yeah, and I can swim. So if you can't swim and you're skinny, you better not be making fun of me for being in the pool swimming around without a shirt on. So, because I will fucking drown you, and I will laugh because you can't swim. That's not a threat, Twitch. That's just a joke for legal reasons. We do appreciate everybody for coming in and being here again. Twitch and Twitter. Domination7, that's DAHMINATION7. Did I
Yeah,
do
you got
that?
it.
And then STEEHNMACHINE, Twitch, Twitter, TikTok. I got TikToks. I got cool TikToks, dude. I mean, we're
Post some
banging.
bangers.
We're banging some TikToks lately. But all that being said, we appreciate you being here. There's more sports betting content coming. There's more sports content. We appreciate you. We'll see you guys here in 10 episodes for episode number 100. And then a couple episodes after that for 2 years. Yeah. But we appreciate you guys being here, even for episode 91. Thank you. Good night. See you next week. Peace.
See ya.
To find the